Good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss our article number 9.4, second law of motion. As in the earlier video, we have discussed about topic momentum, that momentum is equals to product of mass and velocity. Now we are going to derive Newton's second law of motion. In Newton's second law of motion, we are going to formulate the formula of force. According to Newton's second law of motion, it states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force. Again, I am discussing what did Newton's second law of motion stated. It states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force, and it is in the direction of force. Now we are going to derive it mathematically. What did it stated? It stated that force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum upon time. This means rate of change of momentum. Now let us do its derivation. Now we are going to derive it mathematically. Mathematical expression of Newton's second law of motion. Now let us consider a body. It is having mass m and moving with initial velocity u. So what will be its initial momentum? As we know that momentum is equals to product of mass and velocity. But here we will take mass into initial velocity. I will write here I, which stands for initial momentum. If the body is starting from initial velocity u and it has covered some kind of distance and reached to the final velocity v, then its final momentum will be again same product of mass into velocity, but here I will take the final velocity as v, because these symbols stand for their usual meanings, that u stands for initial velocity, v stands for final velocity. So then what will be change in momentum? Change in momentum will be equivalent to final momentum minus initial momentum, right? So what is final momentum? We discussed here right now that final momentum is equals to m into v minus initial momentum. Initial momentum is equals to m into u. You can see here we discussed here that final momentum is m into v and initial momentum is m into u. I just substituted that values in that equation. Can I take m common? Then it will be m v minus u. So your change in momentum is equivalent to m v minus u. Now next is rate of change of momentum. It will be equivalent to m v minus u upon t. Rate means anything divided by time. Now, according to Newton's second law of motion, he stated that force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum. Can I substitute the values now? The symbol for force is F, directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. This is a sign of directional proportionality. Rate of change of momentum, we have already calculated it here. That is mv minus u upon t. Now I will substitute this value in this equation. mv minus u upon t. We know that whenever we will eliminate this sign, a constant will be there. Whenever we will eliminate this sign, directional proportionality sign, into equality sign, there will be one constant. Let that constant be k. So this is equals to, F is equals to k m v minus u upon t, where k is known as constant of proportionality or proportionality constant. Now we will select the values in such a way that this constant will become 1 or unity. So your force is equals to k m minus v upon u. Can you tell me what does it stands for? V minus u upon t. Think about it, that what is this v minus u upon t? We did 3 equations of motions of chapter 8. In that we discussed, our first equation was v is equals to u plus at. Can I say this, that v minus u is equals to at? Then v minus u upon t equals to a. Can I substitute this value over here? Instead of v minus u upon t, can I write a? So I will substitute this value here, that force is equals to km into a. So I told you that we have chosen such a values that this k will become unity in such a way, when f is 1, m is 1, a is 1, k is also 1. Let us substitute the value of k equal to unity. Then it will come out to be force is equivalent to mass into acceleration. So this is a derivation of Newton's second law of motion, in which we discussed that force is equivalent to mass into acceleration. This is your definition of force. That is, force is defined as product of mass and acceleration. Now let us discuss about its SI unit. Force is equals to mass into acceleration. What is SI unit of mass? kg. What is SI unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. So what is SI unit of force? kg meter per second square. So this is your SI unit of force. But this all were discovered by Isaac Newton, so he named the SI unit of force also Newton. So SI unit of force is either kg meter per second square or Newton. Now there is one important article that define 1 Newton. Define 1 Newton. Now we discovered right now that force is equivalent to mass into acceleration. Let me take that mass is equals to 1 kg and acceleration is equals to 1 meter per second square. Can I substitute this value in this equation? Then force will come out to be 1 into 1, which is equivalent to 1. So in this case, I can say that force is equivalent to 1 Newton. So 1 Newton of force is defined as when mass is 1 kg and acceleration is 1 meter per second square. So this is all about Newton's second law of motion. Again, I'm going to discuss it with you. Newton's second law of motion states that rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force and it is in the direction of the force. We discovered how to calculate it mathematically. We took initial momentum equivalent to mu, final mv, and rate of change of momentum was equivalent to mv minus u upon t. Then we substitute all the values in the formula and we deduce the relationship of force. That force is equivalent to product of mass and velocity. Very important concept. Don't get confused that how this value we have written as A. You can see that in chapter number 8 we discussed that V is equals to U plus AT. So V minus U is equals to AT and V minus U upon T is equivalent to A. From here I eliminated this value and I have written instead of this value A. So what is the relationship of force and acceleration? They are directly proportional. We also discussed that SI unit of force is either kg meter per second square or Newton. Hope this is clear to you. Thank you.